she's not comfortable doing PFT. So she has a lung condition, and doctors make her do PFT. It's like a pulmonary function test that you do to check the capacity of your lungs. So she was never able to do it. I've taken her to doctors and everywhere that I've like been with her. So she was never comfortable doing it. She would start panting, coughing, short of breath and all that. But then like after 2 days, first day when we tried here, like the second day of being here, when we tried it here, she was not able to do it again. She was coughing badly, oxygen dropped and all that. And after, I think it was the 4th day, I don't remember. And when she did that, so sir was healing her alongside. And she was able to, and she registered 0.5 on that scale, meaning 50% capacity of the lungs are being used. And she was, like last year doctors told that it's actually 30%, like her lungs are working on 30% capacity.
Amazing.
So yeah, within 2 days, even with the healing, it was like really great that she was able to do it. And each day, I actually, read a quote by Robin Sharma that changes are like hard at first and it's messy in the middle and glorious at the end. And I kept relating to it like all the time. It was hard at first for me to transition to this space, and then it was like really amazing. So far, I think I've like sort of evolved in my own small way. Later, so I was actually, it's funny, I was actually planning to shorten my stay. I told my mom that let's just skip from 2 weeks, let's just make it to 1 week. But then after that, it was amazing. Like everything was amazing. The environment, the food, connecting to so many people, listening to their stories. It's actually once in, you don't get a chance, that kind of chance to do stuff like that.
So, Atma Namaste.
Hi, Atma.
So, can you know your name? What is your name?
Yeah, Sakshi Girl.
Sakshi Girl. And what do you do, Sakshi?
I'm a content writer. I write for websites.
Okay. So, are you like currently working somewhere?
I'm working as a freelancer for 5-6 companies.
Okay. And where exactly do you stay?
Jaipur.
Jaipur. All right. So, how do you got to know about this system?
So, it's actually my mother. She's been getting her healing done since 1.5 years. And that's how like Reddy sir asked us to come to the healing camp. So yeah, that's how we came.
Okay. So this is like your first interaction with this system also?
Yes. No, not with the system.
Not with the
I'm
system.
myself a healer. So it's been like, I learned almost a decade back.
Oh.
But then I've not been in touch.
Okay.
So I don't really practice.
Okay. So you were aware about the system back then?
Yeah. And she, even in her mental health, she's really felt the change drastically. She feels less stress and like everything helps, small steps. So she feels much more better. So we connected to a lot of people, and listening to them, it sort of like gave me the push of, sometimes when you are in your head, everything seems very big. Like in your life, things seem very, very big and you feel like you can't really overcome anything. But then when you connect to people and listening to their stories and everything, it made me feel smaller in terms of what people have overcome and what you can overcome if you decide, like if you will. It sort of like made me believe into a lot of things. Again, hope. Gave me hope. I think that's a very, very big word of, It gave me hope for my mom, basically. So yeah, I think she can get better, she can feel better, and I think I needed exactly that. So coming here gave me exactly what I needed.
A very strong validation.
It was not there in my life before, and I was actually sort of like moving the other way, losing faith. But then now, it was like very much needed. So exactly what was needed for me, I received. Eventually, it was like really amazing. So far, I think I've like sort of evolved in my own small way, in terms of like my psychological health also and physically also.
Can you elaborate that part more? Psychologically, how are you feeling as of?
I feel more connected to myself. I think there's some sort of like unlayering happened. I mean, I used to feel inside a wall, inside a room, all jammed, all packed, not really feeling things as such. But then like crystal healing and the forgiveness that we do every day helped me crazily. So I feel much more myself now. I feel connected to myself. I feel connected to the nature around, to everything around, like to the surroundings around. That has been the highlight for me, I think, because that was my major block. I was feeling that like all the time, but I could not do anything about it. Like I could not help it. I knew this is happening. I was moving down that tunnel, but I could not really change it. But now I feel it's sort of like lifting, like that part is lifting up. So it's it's relieving. It's like breath of fresh air after a very, very long time. One change in me, I feel, you know, I used to have like trouble sitting straight. Because you're like, I mean, you know, you work in office and you're sitting like all day long. You don't even think of your posture. Yeah, you slouch basically. So I used to do that. Stooping and slouching was my thing. But now I feel sometimes when we're meditating, I feel my back is like really straight and I don't even mind that. It doesn't hurt. It used to hurt earlier when I used to try to sit straight because your posture becomes very, you become accustomed to it. So now it's not the case.
So it's a comfortable straight posture.
Yeah, I sometimes, not like I've not really transitioned to that, but yes, half of the times I'm comfortable sitting straight. I feel much more relaxed, at peace, maybe, you know. And the best part of the camp was all the sessions that we've taken regarding like how bad salt is for your health. That happened, and the other one which Reddy sir took, it really, really, really helped me in terms of how you should move forward. Like really helped me drastically. So of your mental health also, see, we keep repeating so many mistakes. We keep doing the same things in loop, and then we expect different results. It's sort of like breaking the loop and entering a different cycle for yourself, and it's very liberating. Sometimes, most of the times, you can't help yourself. You know where you are, but you can't really help. So you need external push, external factors, and this is the place to be in. I think it really gave it to me, and it can give it to a lot of other people also if you try. Maybe not like if you can't come here, try the methods and teachings, and yes, you should like really learn about it and try that, because it will really help you in the long run. Live a better life, because all that matters in the end is this only, you know, like how you're spending your moments. If it's not really happy moments in the end, doesn't matter what kind of money that you've made or maybe like whom you are spending your time. It doesn't matter. If you're happy inside, everything is good. So this place gave me that actually. You know, I was sort of like aware. Okay, for the first time in my life, I think I was aware of full 5-10 minutes, you know, each second, each minute. Otherwise, I'm not, you know, time passes by very quickly. I sit to work, I look at my watch and it's like 2 hours gone. I don't even realize. So here, I sometimes like really register each minute, you know. I mean, there was this time when we were meditating and I was like, I woke up and I saw the watch and it was only 5 minutes that had passed. And I was like, it really looked like I'm sitting here for 2 hours. It was that long, like the time was... So it's amazing like that when you register
things,
when you're able to register things.
Thank you so much. Atma Namaste.
Namaste.